A very bright morning, once again coming back to the channel. Today we are going to verify the Panchatantra Part 4, that is Labdha Pranasam. The meaning of the loss of the gains. Yeah, of course we are going to get the gains, but at the same time sometimes we are missing some. Yeah, why should we be late? We are going to the stories directly. Right, Panchatantra, the first story. It is very familiar story. The story of the crocodile and the monkey. They have the best friendship, whereas crocodile was living in waters, monkey on tree. Monkey used to help the crocodile with fruits, but one day crocodile planned to kill the monkey on the wish of crocodile's wife. But the monkey saved wisely from him back. So, so what is the moral in this story? Monkey and the crocodile title. Moral is use intelligence to win difficult situations. Yeah, because here monkey used his brain wisely and saved itself. Coming to second story, that is the greedy cobra and the king of frogs. Yeah, here once there was a frog. It was a king to all the frog, but it got somewhat disagreements with all the frogs. So it came out and make friendship with the cobra. And after that, cobra began to kill the frogs. And most of it, the cobra was coming back to kill the king of the frogs also. Then the king of the frogs wisely escaped and being somewhat in the narrow place, and it didn't want to continue its friendship with cobra. So the greedy cobra and the king of the frogs fight your own battles, else will surely be destroyed. That means better to be understand with the same community. Why should we go with others, and why should we be in the problems? This is the lion with the foolish donkey. Yes, sir. Here actually, once the lion became very weak, then a jackal promised him that he would get the food. So after that, jackal found a donkey and talking with him sweet words. Yeah, and getting him towards a lion for his food. Lion suddenly jumped on the donkey, but it was missed. The donkey was escaped. But once again, Jackal tried to get back the donkey. Donkey is coming back to the lion. Finally, lion killed it. So, deception with sweet words succeeds beyond limit. Sweet words will maybe leading into deception. So that's why be careful. This is a potter actually, the potter who is making the pots. It's one of his role in the story. This potter one day he fallen on his pots. Then he got a scar on his face. But looking the scar on his face, the king and his attendants think he was a great warrior. So in that way, he got succeed, and he was appointed in the works of the king. So sometimes it's going on. Only the scar which he got by falling on the pots. So continue being what you are, else you pay for it. Next. This is the story about a small jackal and lion. There once upon a time there was a family of the lion and lioness. One day the lion went for getting the food for its young ones, young cubs. It found a small jackal and it is getting that as a food. Lioness didn't want to kill the small jackal and it accepted as one of the child. Okay, up to some days everything was good, all grow up. the small lions and as well as the jackals. As being from the lions, the small one growing to the youth, they used to chase and kill the animals. The jackal didn't like. Then the lioness told him, "Your group is different, your attitude is different. Jackal, it's time to leave my group." Jackal happily left the group and went its group and living happily. So, know the truth about yourself and act accordingly. That means when it was with lions, it is just being. After getting its dharma, it is going back to its group. Yeah, that is the right way. This is the foolish donkey. Whereas a washerman used to keep the skin of the tiger on the donkey and leaving it to the fields. But all the people thinking tiger entered here and they are not going nearby. Donkey happily eating in the farms and coming back. One day it began to bray aloud. So then the farmers found. So what will happen? It's it was beaten up to death. So do not pretend to be what you are not. Be yourself, no problem. The color, the beauty, the race, the religion, whatever it is. That is good. Next, this is the story of the prince of the indiscretion. This is also the camel, young one. It was very beautiful with bells and everything, so decoration. It's always feeling very proud. And already parents said don't go towards the side of the forest. But one day it was going towards the forest. So it just neglected the advice of the parents. So it's finally died. So a foolish person who refuses to follow the good advice. Yeah, we should listen the parents' good advice. Otherwise, surely come to grief. Next, it was the intelligent story of the jackal. One day, jackal found a dead body of the lion, and it was very happy because it can have that food for many days. But after that, it found the wolf coming near to the dead body. Then Jackal said, actually, Tiger already said it would come, so nobody will touch this. That's why I was being here. Take care of this corpse. Wolf moved away. After the tiger comes, then Jackal said once again. Tiger said, Lion said that I would take care of this dead body. It will return soon. Okay, tiger moved back. Like this, all it managed and saved the food for itself, and it's not giving that to anybody. Yeah, it was happy for some days to eat that food. So this is Jackal's strategy, thinking differently and saving. Before the mighty, bow before the mighty, throw something before the low, and fight the equally powerful. Here, equally powerful the brain, not the body, it used. Next, oh, this is a different story. It is the dog who went to abroad. It didn't like the place where it is being. It went to the different city, and there it entered the house and ate a lot and came out happily because city people having more delicious food. But after coming out of that, the city dogs observed it was not dog belongs to us. They began to attack it. It got afraid and came back to its original place. So the dog who went to abroad, the outsiders may tolerate your lapses, but not your own kith and kin. Kith and kin, your identity is needed there. If you are the new person, you have to face the problems. Now coming to part 5, that is aparikshita karanam. Aparikshita karanam, that means consider actions. Whatever you are doing, the actions, that's just you think of that. Here is the story of a woman, a family, and mongoose. Of course, when the family, both wife and husband, when they hadn't any children, when they didn't have any children, they get a pet, that is mongoose. After some days, they have had a child. One day she went out for getting the water. While after returning, she saw mongoose was with the face of blood. She got afraid and just leave the water pot on it to die, to kill, to death. Yeah. But after that, he found mongoose saved her baby from a snake. But it was too late. The mongoose was dead. Brahmin and the mongoose think hard and do not do anything haste. Haste means fast. Yeah, it is better to think. Sometimes we are going to be haste. Na? It's very bad habit. Next, oh, these are the four treasure seekers. Yeah, one day four members started forgetting the treasure, getting the more property like this. Of course, a rishi coming across with them, and the rishi advised them. They given some twigs each one. Yeah, if it is fallen down, then you can found some treasure there. Four carrying that themselves, each one. After some time, one of the person's twig fallen down. Yeah, then he dug, he found copper coins. He asked the remaining, we will share all this, come with me. No, the three members prolonged. Second one found silver, he requested the all. No, the remaining two prolonged their journey. Third one found gold. Yeah, and he also requested the other one, we'll take all this, the gold, and go back. No, he would like to have somewhat more. The fourth one going far away. By going, he looked at a person, yeah, who has wheel on his head. It is twirling on the head, and the blood is coming out of the head like this. He just wished that person, that wheel is coming to on his head, the person who was being. So finally, the last person received a wheel rotating on his head, and his head began to bleed because that much greediness he has, so he got punished. So greed only brings misery. Yeah. This is also some of the fools, the lion that sprang to life, the foolish educators. Once some educators, all this after they are getting good education, while they were returning, they saw a skeleton of a lion. They all tried a different way. They kept the skeleton in order. They gave the body, and they gave the blood. They gave the life. Finally, it attacked them because it is its quality. Common sense is preferable to knowledge. Knowledge having is okay, but common sense, they won't give life to the lion. So that leads to thy death. Yes, this is also the story of the four learned people. Yes, that only. So the empty knowledge brings ridicule. These four going to the forest to find something, but they are doing somewhat verifying and searching, and they would like to give the knowledge to others but fail. So it's empty knowledge brings ridicule. Here the fishes and frogs, yeah, they were friends in the pond. One day they found fishermen, but at the time, the frogs requested the fishes, it's better to move somewhere near the place like that. But they did not care the advice. The next day, the fishermen came and caught them. So, at the first hint of the danger, act quickly and to save yourself. If you are being like that only, you are going into the danger. If they are in time moving, they would be saved, but they wouldn't move now. So they were in the hands of the fishermen. The musical night. Yes, the musical donkey. They used to go the nights and they are having somewhat good farms for eating. The donkey has a good friend of the jackal, and it knows good songs it would like to sing. Jackal requested don't sing, but the donkey, which had good harvest, happily eating and began to pray. That is sing. So finally, what happened? That people came, farmers, and bet them. So there is always a proper place and time for doing anything. Yeah, that's not the right time now. So this is the Brahmin. Yeah, he was sleeping with the pot. It is somewhat grains. What he stored for, he stored the grain for next day cooking. Yeah, after sleeping, he got a dream. He exchanged this grain with some of the hens. After that, hens selling. After that, he is getting the goats. After that, after some days, more goats developing, selling, and he is getting money. And after that, he got married. And after that, he got the children. So all this he is thinking in the dream. And in that, at one moment, he is getting angry and he is just beating with his leg. But actually, he bet the pot and all that was spilled on the floor and spoiled. He woke up. All this is the dream. Yeah, nothing was there real. So one should not build castles in the air. Castles means mansions, big houses, big buildings, palaces in the air. That is here. Two-headed bird. Yeah, it has two heads, but one head is not supporting to another head. But the one day it found a different food. The another one telling it's no need to eat, that is the poisonous. But the head is not listening and began to eat. And it felt very uneasy, sad. As the another head was dying, the head of the first one also wanted to die, so it also ate that. So union is strength. It's love that must so like this. So this is unforgiving monkey. Actually, once there was a kingdom. There was a prince. He liked the monkeys, so that's why he brought up so many monkeys. Monkeys have a minister also, but one day he was irritated with the monkeys, and he ordered to kill all of them. But the minister was not killed. It got angry and it would like to take the revenge. So it has the power of the scripts, the power of the magics. One day, all the family of the prince they found his nearby the well was filled with lotus flowers. Monkey minister explained, if you go inside the lotus, you can go directly to the heaven. So all the family members of the prince entered there and died. So the minister of the monkeys told the prince, I have taken revenge as you killed monkeys. I left you because you gave me life and you brought up me. That's why. So like this, he has taken revenge. So like this, by listening the stories, we can escape from the problems. So keep this in the mind. Education alone, by learning the books, we can't save the life. But this kind of the tax, look here, the tax what you are finding here, taking revenge with mantras. Here, giving even life also for the another one. Here, not live in the dreams. So here, don't be more in the different place. Here be alerted at the right time. So here You are having the knowledge, but it should be useful. So here, knowledge don't use for the distracting ones. So like that, you have to learn so many things. Yes, sir, you will be. So thank you. Have a nice day.